Hi there, I'm Gildart Jackson, and today on Fireside Reading we concluded chapter 46 of David Copperfield. This is a very interesting chapter. It brings us back to the Steerforth saga. David's walking past Mrs. Steerforth's house. He lives nearby. The maid asks him in. There's Miss Dartle, and Miss Dartle, who's horrible, introduces him to Littimer, the snake who helped Steerforth, the butler snake who helped Steerforth seduce little Emily. He tells the story of how little Emily was finally deserted by Steerforth somewhere in Europe, Naples, and she then escaped. So she's at large somewhere. Miss Dartle, when Littimer leaves, says that they have a common interest, that they don't want Steerforth to get back with little Emily. Miss Dartle really is horrible. He describes her as an evil princess in one of those awful fairy tales, and she really is terrible. Then out comes Mrs. Steerforth, and David is not rude to her, but he corrects her when she professes that Emily was hunting after Steerforth's money and position. He says she wasn't, and she is doing her a disservice by still believing that she does. Anyway, David leaves, and then he immediately goes to find Mr. Peggotty. Mr. Peggotty is still wandering the streets of London. He finds him at his home. He's seen him over the years. He finds him at his home. He's still looking for Emily at every opportunity. And Mr. Peggotty, who's a lovely character, is terrified, I think, that Emily might be dead when David says he has news of her. But he firmly believes that she isn't dead, and David suggests that they go out and look for Martha, the woman, the young girl who was deserted, shunned by the town because she did something similar to what Emily did before she did so, but who Emily helped. And David feels that Emily might return to London and find her. So they go into London and they find her. And that's what concludes the chapter. And tomorrow we'll find out what Martha has to say. Please join us. We read live every day at 5 Pacific at Fireside Reading on Instagram. All the chapters uploaded to the YouTube channel Fireside Reading.